Today is day 49, the last week of day 7 in no alcohol, no soda, and limiting processed foods. Gosh, tomorrow starts the first day of week 8, which will be the last week in 2 months of doing this. I have a primary care physician appointment, it's like an annual, coming up on Friday, and I'm a little bit nervous about it because my primary care physician in the past has been very standoffish in terms of when I tell him something that's going on with me with symptoms or ask a question. He just kind of blows it off, throws it under the rug, whatever you want to call it. For instance, I told him about my workup for MS, which was benign many years ago, about 4 to 6 months before I had my major flare that got me my MS diagnosis finally, and he just didn't care about the symptoms that I was starting to have again, with trouble with word choice and trouble swallowing and intermittent tingling when I would move my neck. Didn't care because 8 years before that I had had a full scan. So I am nervous for this appointment, and quite honestly, I'm not against changing primary care, but it's a lot to tell your history to somebody new, and to go through all of that. But if he is still pretty standoffish, then I probably will. So the whole point of this is that I have some labs that I would like to have drawn for me because they've never been checked. Like, I had my first cholesterol panel last year, and that was for the most part okay with the total cholesterol, but not some of the individual numbers, and there was never any follow-up. My thyroid has bounced back and forth, and now I've got nodular thyroid, so that should be checked again. I've never had an A1C checked. I've never had my insulin level checked. And I have not had a bad fasting glucose. That's supposed to be over 100 if they have issues. But mine was last in the 90s. And you get insulin resistance before you have it showing up that your glucose is high and over 100. So can we check my insulin levels and see if those are out of whack? These are some of the things I struggle with because I'm very educated and have done my research, and I know what I need to feel comfortable in terms of taking care of my body, and I'm not sure I'm going to get it. But I will keep you guys posted, so cross your fingers. That's on Friday, and we're going to have a good week up until then.